morning everyone. Welcome to our maths online class. Today we plan to discuss our fourth chapter, basic geometrical ideas. This is an entirely different chapter because there is no more calculation. You have to understand the concept and then do the problems. Okay, let us start the class. Today we plan to discuss chapter 4, basic geometrical ideas. So we will learn some basic ideas of geometry. First one is the concept of points. Points. You have heard many times this word, a point or 2 points, 3 points, like that. Here, if we use a sharpened pencil or a tip of a compass to represent a point, that means if we stick on a paper or a plane using a sharpened pencil, we can get a point. So, these points can be represented by a letter A or B, etc. Normally, we use the capital letters to represent a point. Okay. Here I mark 2 points. This is by sticking a chalk piece on the board. So, this is a point. This we read as point A. That means the name of this point is A. Here I use point B. B, the letter B used to represent the point. So, this is a simple concept. You can understand very easily. First basic idea is point. Okay. Next one is line segment. Line segment. What do you mean by a line segment? That means if we represent 2 points on a plane like that, A and B we marked on the board, and here I joined with like this a curve or a straight line. We can join these 2 points. But what is the shortest distance between these 2 points A and B? This is the shortest distance, because in these 2 cases we used like this, the curved shape. So this is longer than this straight line, is it? So line segment is the shortest distance between any 2 points. You understood? This is the shortest distance. So we can use a line segment to connect 2 points. That means a line segment is the shortest distance between 2 points. Understood? How many endpoints here for this line segment AB? Here one endpoint, here one endpoint. So, line segment has 2 endpoints. So, one word will come in your question paper. How many endpoints for a line segment? A line segment has 2 endpoints. Okay, line segment has 2 endpoints. Understood? Next one important matter. This A, B we are representing with capital letters. Normally we are using capital letters. Okay. Next concept is line. How we will get a line? If we extend a line segment AB in both the directions, to left and right, we extended this line segment AB. So, we will get a line. That means here this line has no endpoint. This line has no endpoint. We found line segment has 2 endpoints. But here line has no endpoint. It is extending in left direction and in right direction. It is extending. So we can't define its endpoint. So while we are extending a line segment, we will get a line. This is the next concept. So what we have learned here, line has no endpoints. Normally L, M, N small letters are used to represent a line. We can represent this line by the small letter L. We can use M, N or any letter you can use, but small letters are used. Here one thing, only one letter we used to represent this line. Okay. Next point is intersecting lines. What do you mean by intersecting? Intersecting means meeting at a point. Meeting or joining at a point. Here you can see two lines, means L1 and L2 are meeting or joining at the point P. These two lines are joining or meeting at the point P. So we can say these two lines are intersecting at the point P. What is the word? Intersecting. Intersecting means normally meeting or joining. Okay, they are connecting these two lines by the point P. So we define this P as the point of intersection. This P is called point of intersection or meeting point. Here P is called point of intersection and L1 and L2 are joining at the point P. This is the concept of intersecting lines. Intersecting means meeting at a point or they are joining at a point. Then we can say two lines are intersecting and these L1 and L2 are called intersecting lines. So you understood this concept? Point, next line segment, line, then we found intersecting lines. Next concept is parallel lines. Parallel means here I drawn two lines L1 and L2. So these lines are not meeting any point. They do never meet at any point. That means if we extend to any length, we can see they are not meeting together. Like these lines are called parallel lines. For example, railway, you can see the rails are running along, but they are not joining anywhere. So we can say rails are the best example for parallel lines. Moreover, you can see the edges of this ruler. The edges means these two sides are parallel. They are not meeting anywhere. Is it? So these two edges are like a lines and they do never meet at any point. So we can say these two edges are parallel to each other. Here we can say these L1 and L2 are parallel lines. Okay. You can see your classroom window here. Here these window slits are parallel each other. Can you see these roads are parallel to each other. They do never meet anywhere. So this is an example for parallel lines. Clear the idea parallel lines? Next concept is ray. Ray you have heard in the case of sunlight. We can say the rays are emitting from the sun. So the source is the sun. So there is a starting point. The rays are emitting on the earth. Is it? So here like that we can define a ray is a portion of a line. That means ray is a part of a line. Therefore, it has only one endpoint. If you drawn like this, we can see from A, this ray is started, but there is no endpoint. P is a point on the path of the ray. So, if it has no endpoint, we can mark by the arrow mark. We can mark using the arrow mark. So, ray has only one endpoint. That you should remember. Line has how many endpoints? Line has no endpoints. Line segment has two endpoints. Ray has only one endpoint. Okay, so these are the basic concepts we discussed in this chapter, in this class. That means point, line, line segment, intersecting lines, parallel lines and ray. So children, you should go through the textbook chapter 4 and refer first 2 pages. Then you will get all these ideas. Okay, thank you.